following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1.
Oh, baby, it is time to start your engines because Automotive April is underway. First full day of action on the table, and we are ready to go. We had our kickoff last night with an op window between Monkey and Ard, but now we are ready for our first full day of coverage, full day of Uno. We are excited, and we are happy to be here. We welcome you to the 8-9 matchup in the Mustang region as it is going to be the 8 seed Goldie coming off that big win over Nam to start her rookie campaign, taking on Peter Onjack, looking to try and bounce back after a hard-fought 7-game series loss to Aria and Aria's return to the league after a year off. Should be an exciting one. We go straight to the bracket, and top seed Nick, the March champ, is awaiting the winner here, but in this 8-9 game, and then of course I forgot to change those. It's always something. That 5-12 down there tomorrow at 3 o'clock will be Vapor and Camaro, as that's gonna hot change right there, and then that is the 5-12 in the region, and then Tago and Gold will play Tuesday night at 6 in the 4-13, but we're focused in on this 8-9, and then before we jump into the 8-9 matchup, we take a look at our big day today in the Suspension 64. The Suspension 64 is about to continue. Full first day, obviously. Coming up at 3, our only non-stream of the day over in the Diablo region, it is going to be the 5-12 in that region between Clay and Zach. Both coming off pretty solid starts to their season. Zach with the 16 seed over 1 seed upset against Brad, and then of course Clay making the Sweet 16 in March, both trying to continue to build that platform. Big game for both. Of course, you have Nam and Jenna also in the Diablo. That will be our next stream game coming up after this one at 3:30. Nam, of course, just mentioned lost to Goldie in round 1 in March, looking to bounce back, and Jenna coming off a statement of her own, taking out William Brock in 6, although falling to the eventual March champion Nick in round 2. And then you have Sanford and Hockey in a night doubleheader. The boss is going to be back with you at 7 o'clock. 3 straight 6-11s from 3:30 to 9. That'll be Sanford and Hockey, and then Myth and ALP to round out the night. Again, in the Mustang region, Sanford and Hockey are going to be playing in the Jaguar region. That'll be the kickoff to Jaguar. Diablo will kick off with Clay and Zach, and we of course had the Spider kickoff last night with Monkey and Ard. And now we're going to kick off Mustang. As we bring it into the table, happy to be with Sean Ard today. We got Cesar to ref as well. And of course, Goldie and Peter joining us in VC. Ard, I'm going to start with you, man. Happy to be with you. Obviously, been a long way since Peter Onjack was the March champ, and last year went 4-5. Starts the season off 0-1. Looking to try and bounce back here today. And for Goldie, obviously making a big statement, upsetting Nam in March, and looks to try and build upon it. So it should be a fun one. What are you expecting out of these two here today?
Well, you got to look at this from both sides here. For Peter, lost a close one against Aria. Really competitive matchup of OG players trying to at least now make that sort of statement that people have been asking, have been waiting, have been wanting Peter to step back up to a certain level and prove that he's not finished. While on the other side make for Goldie, trying to make sure that March Madness run wasn't a fluke and try to step up to a higher competitive level and continue the run that has been on Goldie's side, really.
Yeah, definitely. Should definitely going to be an interesting one. Of course, Peter, close one, stays on, just moves down to the 9, was on the 8 line for that particular game. And I'm just going to load in something here on the fly because I just remembered to put this in. Here we go. And we'll take a look at the preview from Reveal Show. Obviously, it's Rookie v Master, Green Reverse versus Blue 1. Goldie earning top 20 status in the AP ranks as a result of that win. And then, of course, their best T2 finish, Peter. Last year their T2 finish, Peter finished 24th, and then in D2, Goldie finished 13th, and of course, Peter just with the March Trophy to his name, Goldie still with no accolades to their name, but definitely wouldn't be surprising you see one here come up this season. So let's talk to the players here before we get going. I'll start with Goldie since they're probably going to type, I believe. Goldie, obviously coming off the win over Nam, very impressive, and then falling to the ref of this game, Cesar, in round 2. So, what do you got to do to keep the momentum going? Obviously, a very impressive win to start your rookie campaign. How do you keep the momentum going, keep building that platform? And thoughts on playing Peter, who has won a championship in March Madness, the first March Madness in this league before. Peter, to you, obviously, had a hard-fought one against Aria. Can't hang your head too low after that, and now you're back in here against Goldie, who made a statement in her first time out. What do you got to do to quiet the noise of what she's done and try and get back on the winning track?
I mean, I've had a lot of close ones since my time here, but I think for me, it comes down to patience. I've had trouble getting in my own head, or I get too streamlined in my thinking, going one path, and I don't consider all my options. So it's something I'm going to try and attack this tournament. Will it work out? We're going to have to find out. But, Goldie's a rookie, so it's a bit of a toss-up to see what I'm going to get. But I know I've played Nick a couple times, either in tournament or in practice cups in the past. So if I can advance through this round, I feel confident about my chances in the 32.
All right. Appreciate those thoughts. Goldie saying, well, I got all my bad luck out in myths today, but my answer is I need to start working harder to play based on what Peter does. I think I'm getting better at reading strategies, even if I haven't played against someone. And I think that if I can be thoughtful and careful and take it one game at a time, of course, I think I'll at least put up a hell of a fight. Yeah, we're looking for a good one. 8-9 matchup. It's a classic toss-up kind of game. Rookie v Master, gonna be fun. So, gonna keep the salutes going. No. So, I think without further ado, it's time to get down to business. And we're gonna start with Goldie. Goldie being the higher seed. Goldie, welcome to the Suspension 64 of Automotive April. We are ready to rock and roll. 5 to 15, how many cards? We're going to go with 10, all right.
Yeah, go with a mid-range to start it off.
Right in the middle. Let's see what comes of it. Cesar's going to start it up. Best of luck, of course. And here we go with the Goldie reverse.
Oh, brother.
Goldie feeling good about that one. Let's see how it fares for her. Going to play the ALP. We'll see him tonight. It'll be the last game of the day at 9 o'clock against Myth. in the 611 in this very region. And Peter going to pull the other Goldie reverse into the Yepes.
Wow, already using the reverses here.
A quick shot from Peter. We'll see. Yeah, it may be a sign that he doesn't have much on the green, and Goldie with the Brian 9, and Goldie with nothing on the green. So early draw city here.
Jeez, already. I guess Draw City opened its doors.
And the hotel's open for check-in. Oh, but wait, big blink there to the Nick 9, and the ditto the Nick 9. They were both looking for it.
How about that?
And there's a lane 7 there from Peter. And ooh, +6. Going over to yellow with the Clay G Bow combo. Peter taking a beat here after that triple play. When you do enough of these. Oh wow, the reverse, but closing it on Andy for Peter, going back to blue.
Oh, and
Goldie with
didn't
nothing.
like that.
Despite 6 freshies there, that was quite literally ping pong.
Oh, you want Sid, now you get Sid. Yes. It's that sort of game.
Eye for an eye, right?
Yeah, eye for an eye, 2 for a tooth.
Yeah, and there's Nam, and then Rogers over to the yellow again, doubles it up. Peter does a little bit of a fade look from Peter there, trying to even it up with that +6 earlier. Still has yellow in the tank. Peter going to continue to roll here. The other Rogers 4 by Goldie, and now Brock on the table.
Good play there by Goldie.
Play with the reverse, the Yoshi-Steven combo. See Steven against Tapir, 3:45 on Tuesday in the Jaguar region.
Goldie,
I've done enough of these, man. I've done enough of these. There's the Sanford 6, and then followed by the DJ 1 down, and then to the ground floor with the Ghost.
It goes 1 there.
See, I make all these, all those preview graphics from the reveal show. I use all the cards, so I eventually remember whose cards they are because I'm putting them on graphics.
Oh wow, look at that.
Here's a H2 Allen combo, skip 9 on the red.
At the Ghost.
And there's the other Ghost one. Top to the ground floor.
Not to the basement yet.
Not quite the basement. That's a 0. No.
Over to Aria.
Switch to Aria. On the green now.
Peter thinking of something. Oh, here we go. Over to blue.
Cross to blue, so an undercut there from Peter on his own card, no less.
Yeah, on the Peter Onjack Gangsta blue one.
Gangsta PO. Here we go. And, a little bit of a classic switch from him there. So they're both going to Draw City again.
Might have been an ISO move.
A little bit. And it's neck and neck right now, but Peter with a slight advantage.
About a 2-card advantage, really.
Yep. If he makes the break first, it will be. And of course, Peter going with the deafen strategy. You see that from a lot of the players in D1. Trying to stay locked in, stay focused on the task at hand. Not listen to us bozos talk about the game.
That's the new strategy of people in this league. When
Yeah.
we have commentary, don't need to hear it.
Yeah. And oh,
As
look at that in the art.
G
There's the Ard +4 into Tapir.
ended up here red for.
There's the other Sanford
Oh.
6.
Yeah, both San Francisco sixes.
Yeah, of course, Sanford will be on at 7 in the Jaguar Region kickoff game against Hockey. Who unfortunately has the red +2 that I started with in this deck. Sad face. Don't worry, I'll get it back. I'll get something back.
Eventually.
I hope so. I still hold it in Grimland actually. There's the other H skip into the other Tapir 4, the other DJ 5, and there's the Zach 2.
Zach 2.
Zach will start at 3. The deck is that's slightly different. I think it was made before. I think it was made before the end of the season. Like Hockey has the red +2 in here, but I think I still hold the red +2 in Grimland.
Anyway, to the red 3 now. What does Peter do here?
Yeah. These cards are themed specifically for this tournament. And Grimland is specifically for that. Ooh.
Oh, double play.
The Dark Rain +4 into the Vapor G6.
To check.
Yeah.
Great play there. Oh, but Goldie
cancels it out and then some. The double Cesar ALP.
Almost just wiped out that +4 completely.
Base
times 2.
Oh my
Good grief.
Oh, but here's Peter with a double to fight back here. The Lara Radin combo.
Takes care of one of those +2s.
Another beat for Goldie, taking a beat to consider the options.
Yeah, got a lot of cards here.
Yeah, up to 12 was no bias or anything. Yeah. And of course, you saw the red 3 earlier. Logan being added after Kev Shear left the league. Logan was in next, and now cross over to the Monkey 3, giving Ard serious PTSD.
Don't even start. Don't even start. My goodness.
Reverse 2, there's the Yoshi Bow combo. I had to.
Don't even start with that.
I had to.
You didn't have to. You just chose to.
I had to. Here they go again. There's Sting to the Grim to. I'm blanking on the yellow 9. Damn. There's the basement to the Drip Drop 0 and Peter at Uno, and then the other yellow 9. And no!
Not enough for Peter. And Goldie's out as well.
Either. Back to Draw City. Peter still with a 6-card advantage.
Oh boy, yellows might be the one color that might hurt both of them. Oh boy, we're still trapped. Oh boy, who's blinking here? That's not a blink.
Just a
Goldie tried
wink.
to.
Just a
Just
wink.
a
Does that set
wink.
something up?
Does Goldie make the move? Artificial switch
Ooh.
with the wild.
Big blink.
Does that open the door for Peter? Yes, it does.
Ooh.
My goodness. We're getting close to it, I would believe. Over the red.
Over
Goldie's
to red
gonna.
with the other Logan 3. Now the Nightwalker 7.
Yeah.
See Knights start the day against Stingray tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Diablo. And now the other
Over to
Ypez
the.
7 crossing over.
Okay. We've gone for multiple colors here. Like crazy.
Yeah, you expect much less from a Peter Onjack game, Ard. You really can't.
No, you can't. That's how Peter's been like since he's been here at the very beginning.
Oh,
But Goldie with a triple.
Tiago Carson retro combo. Now Goldie
And
ahead by 3 with that combo, and that could be huge. Will the
but it
pendulum
could also
swing hard enough for Goldie, or is it coming back the other way?
well we don't know here. Peter did just get 4 freshies, and one of those freshies might help Peter.
Just tuning in. This is game
Yeah.
1, and eye for an eye again, Ard.
Oh my
Whoa!
Goldie.
13 minutes gone. This is only game 1. It's been quite a game here. But Peter gonna go with the other
Artificial.
Carson reverse into red on the Ashley Wild.
An artificial switch on that double. That's an interesting one.
And now the background 8, Goldie has red, but she's behind by 4.
Does Peter have a chance to maybe try to win
You
this
don't
game
like
one?
these odds. There's the other Zach
No,
2 for
go to
Uno.
check. Goes to check.
He crossed the 14-minute mark. Goldie hoping for a draw here. A wild flex finish. KT Classic.
Oh, wow.
In the move you like too, Goldie. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What a game 1, Ard. 14
Yeah,
minutes
what a-
on the clock to start us off, and a lot of it was like what we just said, eye for an eye. They had answers for each other back and forth. They were just canceling out every punch the other threw at each other. It's crazy.
Yeah, maybe that's something we're gonna have to keep a watchful eye on for the next several games.
Definitely. I'm just gonna see what point. Oh, that's too far. Find a specific point I wanted to talk about. Oh. Yep. Peter, when you made the Uno call here with that +4 into green, did you have green left? I would assume you did.
Oh goodness, this is far up, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, when she hit back with the +6.
Right. No, I did not.
Oh. What was your last one there?
That was a yellow 0 I had.
Oh, wow.
I,
that was the yellow series you played there.
I'll be honest, the draw luck saved me that game because all those 3 +4s and 2 regular wilds, all from draws. I mean,
Yeah.
can't complain. I would have been very disappointed if I didn't get that one way or another.
Yeah, and I mean,
It didn't have lacked heavily in number efficiency.
Yeah.
Which is, my go-to.
Yeah, of course. Still, you try to make those kind of moves, and I feel like me and Ard were talking about it throughout the course of the game. It was really back and forth. Even when you were throwing ammo punches back and forth, it was basically an eye for an eye there. Thoughts on that? Like really being that close and even, like you both had an answer for each other.
It just proves neither of us can slip.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't draw connections much between colors with my other power cards. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, tough there for Goldie, obviously, with a lack of connections. But thoughts on being able to have those kind of answers ammo-wise back and forth, because that's just what it seemed to be. That entire game one was you'd throw a +4, he'd throw a +4 back. You threw a +4, he threw +4 back. It's just back and forth like that. Thoughts on that? How you manage the evenness throughout the rest of the series? Now down 0-1, of course. In some ways, you have the butt to think, yeah, of course, for the entertainment value, right? Bot kept giving us the cards, and we need to keep them up. Need them to keep up. I know what I want to watch out for. Peter, though, as you move on to game 2, still a lot Uno left to play. Exactly, a lot of Uno left, and definitely, obviously, already we talked about game 1 being a feeler, and maybe even the evenness of it may just be like, it seems like that's an indicator of how it's going to go the rest of the way. Interested to see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so game number 2, Goldie still with open board. What's it going to be? We go 1 up to 11. Of course, Cesar in effect in this, obviously. And here we go with the Ghost 1 to start.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Goldie might try to rebound from that first game. Well, but we'll have to wait and see.
Exactly. All right, so back and forth a couple times, switching over to yellow quickly for Goldie, and now they're drawing, but Peter with a wink on the top floor.
Goldie,
I'm still blinking on the yellow 9.
Not gonna do it. Goldie's not gonna make the move.
Gonna stick with it, but Peter's gonna make the move into the Allen 9. Goes down to the sand for Goldie.
Over to the Curtis 5.
Indeed. And now the Seth Cole Wild on the green. See him streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming Sting vs. Knight tomorrow with the boss.
Double play
And
there by Peter. Over to the Captain 4.
I'll be taking on Retro on Thursday afternoon, 3 o'clock. And
Over to the
no,
Nom
no,
4.
no, they're different for each. Yeah, so like blue is KT, green is Seth, Ashley's red, and yellow is
Llamas.
Llamas, correct. Yes. The +4s are all different as well. Although, like like if you start on a wild, if the game starts on a wild like this, the regular wild card, there's nobody on those.
And same thing goes for the +4.
+4 is correct. Yeah. So
Back over
reverse 6 for Goldie. Undercuts again with a green wild.
Back to that set wild. That.
Ooh, Peter
Double
though +4.
And Peter's back to check once again. But Goldie's got 4 freshies here, and Ryan on
Oh
back on the
my
attack.
goodness! Eye for an eye
Right.
again. And Goldie really forcing the green, but Peter Onjack again. Crossing to yellow, denying that green from Goldie.
Goldie can't do anything. Peter's got answers like crazy. Double play.
Double play for Peter, +2 into the drip 0. Ooh. Quad play.
Well,
Rounds the
a
bases.
quad. That okay.
Eye for an eye, absolutely. Cancels
That
out the
was a good
+2
one.
and then some, and Goldie's ahead by the mere possession arrow. Yeah, there you go. Down to the ground floor with the Brock, and Goldie nothing more, and Peter nothing more, and we are going back into Draw City.
My goodness, the Draw City Hotel's been open for business again.
They're just loving the Draw City Hotel today.
Yes,
5-star
they have
service.
Oh, here we go into the blue. Wow, Peter over to the
Wow,
red.
into red. And they both have something here. It's a race to the finish. But, Goldie runs out. Does Peter continue?
Peter might continue on. This would be perfect for Peter, but no, he doesn't.
Oh.
My goodness. Wow.
Oh,
Wait.
another +2 from Peter. It's just slight mistype there. A little clip play. There we go. And there, like I said, hockey +2 used to be me. Okay. I'm not salty. You are.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I don't want to talk
Over to
about it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other Zach too.
Peter ran out.
He ran out, but ahead by 4. Goldie again back to green.
That opens the door.
And Peter might like the green too. There's a triple into blue, closing on the PO. Oh my goodness!
Just does another +6 here. Does Peter do it again? Another eye for an eye.
7 +2s for Goldie in the first 2 games. And goes back to green, and Goldie's out.
My goodness.
Peter Onjack with the lights flashing again.
And goes into an ISO. Goes into an
My
ISO.
God.
Good grief.
Oh, man.
Oh, double play there by Peter.
Consider that a wink or a blink if you're staying on green.
That's a wink. We're still on green.
That is a long wink.
Does Goldie make the move? Yep. Over to the Nick 9.
Goldie draws.
After Peter
Peter
plays the
ahead by
M6.
2. He can still go.
Over to yellow. Been all around the board, really, with all the colors. Triple play. Another one.
Wow. Except this time it's giving freshies to Peter. Goldie
Oh,
bolstering
yeah.
a lead up to 4 now.
7-11 on the cards. Gotta love that 7-11. Does Peter strike back here? He's just gonna play Brad too. And Goldie doesn't have anything.
Oh, shoot.
All right. This Peter goes into the Zach too. That should open the door for Goldie.
Cross to red. Oh, Goldie! Whoa! Another quad.
Another quad play. Holy
And
moly.
from a possession arrow lead to a 5-card lead. And there's 2 of each. 2 of each.
2 of each color.
Same for reverses and +2s.
We have basically almost ran out of all the reverses. And about almost all the skips.
With how the play is going, eye for an eye across the board, you're just going to keep
Oh.
seeing these games go this long. We're already over 10 minutes, approaching 11.
Bad news about the +2s. We're already out. And oh no.
That is very true. The +2s are juiced. There's a lot of the ammo is juiced, and once again the deck running down, and that's what we see, Ard, when they're just going back and forth on the ammo. We got down pretty low last game. It's going to start to come down to the numbers, and that's where Peter thrives.
Yeah, that's where Peter wants to be at, is it being a number tied game. he could try to run down the numbers and try to make the opponent make the mistake first. But geez, Goldie goes. Peter tries to go to red, but Goldie says, "No, we're going to keep it on yellow."
Peter
But
gonna
Peter
go to
wants
red.
the red.
Wants the red. Goldie, nothing there.
My goodness. Peter the check. Can Goldie do something here? Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Plus
What is
4.
happening? I feel like we're headed towards a reshuffle. The way it's been
Whoa.
going, they just keep having the answers. Because now we look at the history. The history's starting to take effect here. 1 + 4, 2 wilds left. Look at the log. 12.5 minutes gone by.
Looks like we're heading towards another long one here. And these are the type of games people love to see.
These are the long games that keep you engaged.
Yes. Peter trying to make a run now. Goldie doesn't have a green 2. Already FS7. Does Goldie have something here? To the basement, really. And Peter's out. They're both out again. Once again, back to the draw city.
You know, like the prospect of, yeah. Get a reshuffle, all bets are off.
Basically, if we get a reshuffle here, it's anybody's game. Over the red.
On the 0 sugar switch. And I believe that's all the zeros gone.
Not yet.
No. There's one.
Double play. There goes the red reverse.
No, that's all the zeros.
That is. I thought it was 2 zeros per.
No, just one.
Oh my goodness. There goes all the skips. The red skips.
Ooh, to yellow.
Back to yellow. Yellow 5's gone. My goodness. Double play. Goldie with the advantage right now. Trying to tie up this series. Peter plays calm. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. You cannot be serious.
Another switch to the blue.
1 wild, 1 + 4 left. Absurd.
Unbelievable.
They both have stuff in it. It's starting to come down. Oh, Goldie at Unos. Oh man. Barely sneaks it by. Peter at 2 though.
Does Peter go to Uno?
Double check. Goldie with the wild win. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
9 cards from a reshuffle, and Goldie holds on to the flex finish. I would be too. Oh
he
my
did
goodness.
back-to-back games with flex finishes.
Oh God.
Come on.
What is going on here? Oh my lord. I, I can't I can't even digest that right now. There's just so much that happened.
There is too much that happened there.
Peter, what was your last card there?
Yellow 9.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Oh.
couldn't get there.
That was doing good, holding it down, trying to figure out what colors she didn't have, and well, after a while, you
Those
kind of lose
wilds.
it.
Those wilds at the end were huge.
Yeah, very huge, very good ammo control.
Yeah. I think that was trying to see here.
I don't even know if I had a single wild that whole game.
I think that was
I may have had one early.
I think
I had just 1+4 early, but
yeah, I think 3 wilds. Yeah, Goldie, I think you had 3 wilds in that. I think I'm right on that. And I'll ask also, how important was it to you to try with how the game was going? Those back and forth, that back and forth kind of game. Again, we see the responses back and forth. How important was it to you to keep those wilds down close to the end, try and control that to try to have a finish out like that, like coming down the stretch there? How important was it to you at that point? And Art, if it didn't come down to a reshuffle, it was going to be who had the biggest answer at the end there, and it was Goldie. My goodness.
Yeah, Goldie was able to hold it very carefully there towards the end and got the win.
Card history coming in major. I think card history is going to play a big factor in the rest of the series if it keeps going the way it is.
Yep.
I don't like Goldie knew once the true ammo was gone, she could start to play a little number efficiency, kind of use Peter's medicine against him. Give him a taste of his own medicine. It's very interesting. Yeah, exactly. So history coming into play here for Goldie, and we'll see how Peter can respond. But the Goldie's homestand is split 1-1 now. Best of 5 rest of the way. No reverse, no skips, 2 wilds, blue file. Peter's only gonna. Yeah, exactly. Very. All right. So Peter, it's gonna flip over to you, man. You cannot pick 10 for this game number 3, first home game. How many cards?
OG 7.
All right.
That's the Gangster, all right.
Oh yeah.
Going with the OG.
It's prophesized. Here we go. JT5 to start us off.
Going to the Brad 2.
There's the
So
bow
it's
tie
over over the yellow. Now the green.
Undercut City.
Green 8. Peter goes to the green 0, down to the basement. And Goldie has ran out. Oh,
Back
and now
to red. Back to that's Pandora's right there within the first 60 seconds, and now Goldie coming out swinging in the red with a double play.
double play. Peter goes
What?
2-1.
Hello? And that is and just like that, 14 minutes.
Got my
16
medicine
minutes,
back.
1 minute. He got the medicine back.
Oh, I can't complain. Oh, I haven't had OG7 work for me these last couple tournaments, so I figured I'd go back to it, and it just, man.
Oh.
I mean, Goldie, if you didn't have anything, I don't blame you if that was your only green. I would hate to leave that open because I would have even taken it with my red regardless.
Yeah, I would have even taken it with the red. That wouldn't have, yeah, would have accomplished the same goal.
Oh.
Hello. Wrong screenshot. Nobody paused it at that specific moment. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I think Art, it was like it is completely different kind of thing to see in this one, and now Goldie didn't really have much to work with there. Yeah, it's a 5-8 moment, exactly, Cesar. Yeah, you don't want to leave the reverses open either. I don't blame you. I don't either.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Don't want to leave the reverses or the +2 open.
Yeah, really? Yeah, Peter got his medicine back. That's all you can really say. I don't have much more to say on that one. 2-1 Peter. Get iffy about, yeah, too early of a state. Right.
Yeah.
I think, Art, it can be a bit of a different mindset in the low tier 5-8. You gotta, it definitely, I think it was a little bit of whiplash there for Goldie, you'd think, because having those kind of games back and forth, having the answers for each other, and then Peter taking over, putting it down to 7, and he had the hand, basically, and now I think if you're Goldie, may have to consider if you have some sort of aggression you can pull, you might have to try and turn it up a little bit, because that seems to be, and not much you could have done with that specific hand, but timed aggression is always the issue. Oh, yeah. So definitely something she's gonna have to work with.
Goldie had your thought.
I'm setting her up. Well, we're gonna have to see if she can make the adjustments, but not much. Nice. All right, Peter cannot pick 7 or 10 for game 4, but it'll be.
I sure can double that 7. Let's go double OG 14.
Oh,
14 cards. Here we go.
Okay, now we're gonna take a little bit of a different vibe to this one. Here we go. 2-1 Peter. We start with the Allen 9, and now the whiplash of the Plan A City. We're now gonna slow it down again, going back into where we started, in a sense. Even more cards than we had. Yeah, the first 2 games were 10 and 11, and it lasted that long. And Peter, nothing on the red? I feel like that there's more to that.
He might be doing something here. And keep watch. Oh. Okay, hold on now. To the Zach 2 now. Into the bow tie 2. That's gonna open the door.
Crossing the yellow. What does Peter have for this? Got the Rogers 4, doubles it up. Add another 2, 2, 4, 6. Do we have an 8? Do I hear 8? Do I hear 8? No.
No.
Down to the ground floor, and there's Peter with his card going to blue.
Up to the 3.
And now we're going up odds. Let's go. Peter, give me a 5. Give me a 5. Yeah! Give me a 7.
You're not going to get the 7.
That's fine.
Nope.
It can have a little bit of fun. Skip 4, double play there.
There's a 7. Back down to 1.
The other PO one. Peter with another double play. Eye for an eye again. Goldie back in front by the possession arrow. Oh, undercut to the red. The Nick Bryan to the other Allen 9, and now Goldie going to stick with the red. Background 8 to the Pack Watch 0. Yeah, didn't trust the initial draw. Yeah, I get you. Goldie top decks a 4. Does appear 4, and now Peter by the possession arrow, and by 2, and now he goes to green. Goldie has it, so keeps pace. Does she have anything more in the tank to try and swing the pendulum back the other way? Goldie does have the cap 4. Peter taking a moment here. Max 4, yeah. Here comes Peter, though, with a power play. +2, skip, 8, and that'll do it. Power play wraps it up for Peter, and he's up 3-1. Knocks the power play out, but does get the win, of course, and that huge win, 3-1 versus 2-2. And Peter, I'm guessing that taking that 3-1 lead was important to you, going with that power play as opposed to a 2-2. Talk me through the thought process of going for the power play there.
It's something I neglected to use a lot over my entire career here in MRE Uno. I mean, I didn't like the power play. I always thought, I'll just play fair, or save it until I can get a guaranteed win, or, try and save it, till game 6, game 7, that kind of thing.
Right.
But I've learned over these tourneys, I need to use it when I can. And sure, it's only game 4, but a 3-1 series lead is a lot better than a 2-2-1.
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree.
Goldie didn't trust the initial draw. She was correct. I had plenty of reds, but I also was able to work number efficiency fine and ammo control, everything really. It was just an ideal game. Can't complain.
Yeah, Goldie, I don't know what more to say about that one. Obviously burned by the power play, but I mean, he had the one undercut for you, the switch he tried to make. Otherwise, it was him controlling the switches, and that's just classic Peter style ammo control. I mean, you did pull that out with those wilds. You did have it down in game 2, but could have been a side effect of a lot of it being used because of the back and forth kind of game, and now we're starting to see a little bit less of that. Had a blue 2, yellow +2, blue +2, yellow +2, and turn away playing it. Yeah. It's tough. would have been probably like about here then. Yeah, so Goldie, obviously, he uses the power play there. So how do you move forward knowing you have that advantage on the power play and you're able to pull a game out should you find yourself in that position to try and shift the momentum back the other way, losing a couple in a row? Right. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of strategy that goes into it, of course. Can't it's a lot of thought. It's a big thought process. Question play depends. Make sure he doesn't. Yep. Yeah, it is a great question. Obviously, I mean it's harder to nail it down on a chain because he is chaining them together. Yeah. The other 62 of us exactly. Yes. But Peter uses the power play, goes up 3-1, and now looking to try. Might I add? Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Power play is one of the biggest strategic questions that everyone faces, should they care to use it. Art, I don't know if you were looking at that when you're muted there, but thoughts on this one if you have any?
I had nothing for that last game there.
Okay. That's all right. Yeah, one game at a time, says Goldie, and she's going to try and get back on the board and force a game 6. So, Goldie, you can't pick 11. What'll it be for game number 5? And we'll go 10 again. Try and make second time the charm that would lock 10 out for the rest of the series. Peter won on it earlier. And here we go with the Logan 3 to start. Would look to be an even first 2 games. Peter started to take that momentum, keep it on his side with the plan A game number 3, and then game number 4 just had the answers, and Goldie didn't have much, and obviously the power play comes into effect. I'll have to see if 10, going back to where those kind of games happened, does Goldie start to find a way to swing back the other way with the momentum? Peter with a win will move to 1-1. Goldie looking to try and get to 2-1 on the year. Got the upset win over Nam round 1 in March. Peter falling in 7 to Aria, and now Peter looking to try and win it in 5 against Goldie. Of course, coming up in just about half an hour, we will start our one and only non-stream of the day between Clay and Zach over in Diablo region, 5-12 game, and then we will in Diablo coming up in just about an hour from now, Nam and Jenna, 6 versus 11 in that region. That'll be streaming here. And Goldie with the +4, closing on the Steven 6, just a quick double, and now she's up 3.
Trying to be a bit aggressive here.
Yeah, and that was something Arda that she mentioned, was strategic aggression is something she struggles with, and now we're gonna have to see if she can start to bounce back in that department here. And Peter just a double play, not quite an eye for an eye there, but does pull within 1. Goldie can be up 2 if she can continue, and she can to the top floor on yellow. With the ditto as well.
Yeah. Both of them are within the zone to go for the win here, but Peter's going to do the double play.
So Peter with nothing now on the yellow after that double front. After the double +4, a little bit of an ISO try, but Goldie gonna go to blue. Still behind by a card, but what does this open the door for Peter? No, looking too color here for Peter. He needs a switch.
Boy,
the Brad Deuce from Goldie.
Goldie's going to have to try to make this run count. Over the green.
Ooh. He's trying to use it against him again. Peter with the ditto, and it's neck and neck. Goldie has the possession arrow. If she can continue on the green. No. Does Peter continue on the green? Double play, and this could be it.
Only down the check. Over to the KT Blue.
It is that good though. Peter still with one.
No!
Oh!
Great move by Goldie.
And Goldie holds on.
That ain't a KT Classic, really. Just a good.
Just a KT Wild to hold on to it, yes. And now they're both drawing. On the Peter one, no less.
Great move to keep this game going.
And they're drawing back and forth. Meanwhile, in the world of basketball March Madness, there will be no three-peat. The champs UConn are gone. Barely.
Just saw that. Unbelievable. The back-to-back national champions are out.
Yeah. Put up a hell of a fight. But they went on. The men did.
Women did not.
Women did not, yeah.
South Carolina women.
Yeah, South
won.
Carolina women, yeah. +2 into the Red Wild. And here we go for Goldie. Peter ahead by 5 after that trip to Draw City. And he continues to roll. There's the other Logan 3. Oh, quad play for Goldie, and she is trying to pull even, just behind by 2, back into blue.
Back to red.
Oh my goodness. And that could be a tough one for Goldie. And it will.
Perfect on Peter to keep his run going. Oh, and Goldie's got nothing. Oh, over the green. Peter switches it to yellow.
Undercut again.
My goodness.
Goldie
Double
coming
play.
out swinging. Peter at dose again. Peter to check.
Goldie with one last chance. Can't do that.
Cannot power play. Gonna play the one. Peter for the win. No! Oh!
My goodness. Over the blue.
The other Peter won. Peter nothing on blue. Goldie to the top floor, trying to pull even. The game is tied. Goldie for the lead. Yes,
Got
to green.
Double play.
Double play to the zero sugar on green. Peter pulls back ahead. Goldie
My
trying
goodness.
to stick with it. Double play for Uno.
Got the check.
That did register the first time. You got it. Yeah, can never be too careful. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Totally get
Sorry
it.
for the language.
Peter going to blue. Goldie for the win. No. Peter's got 3. What can he do? Nothing, and it's ISO. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Brilliant.
Unreal.
That is the sorts of games you just wait to watch.
And Art, if it ends 4-1 for Peter. There's the score is not indicative of how the series has gone. This could easily go 7 if it weren't for maybe the Plan A Game 3 from Peter, and this is just what it's been the majority of the series.
Yeah. Goldie was trying to do a little wink there, but didn't do anything. Oh, is this a triple play? Or is it more? Quad.
Ooh. Quad for Peter. Goldie to blue. ISO again. And they're
Back to
both
blue.
pulling out all the stops. God.
My goodness.
The awareness from both have just been remarkable.
Oh my goodness. Goldie with a triple play and
Triple
6
play plus
freshies.
6, and now up 8, big lead, but Peter has the freshies, and once again the deck is getting thinner.
Down to 24 cards.
Even though I'm not watching hockey. Oh. Felt. Felt. So felt.
That's funny. That's funny.
Gonna make it 6 in a row tonight. Let's go. Anyway, cross the green. Yeah. I'm sure last night's game was pretty good for you, Peter. Even though you can't hear me.
Oh, wait, did it go bad? Oh no, now I want to check what happened.
Blues beat the Hawks 4-1 last night. There he goes.
Really?
3. Yeah. Blues have won 5 in a row, looking for 6 in a row against Nashville tonight. Anyway, Goldie gonna ditto that double play. Still down to 3 and starting to run out of cards. Did Goldie save enough to make it to the end? She's down to 2.
But Peter can try to stop Goldie at any point, really.
One up this time from Goldie. Down to 2. 11 to 2 the table. Peter, I feel like if he's got something, he's got to throw it.
He's probably gonna throw it right here, right now.
If he has something, he's got to use it.
Oh, this is gonna be a multi. If it's something big here, it's at least a 3 or 4 bagger. Yep. 4 bagger. And Goldie got 2 freshies.
My goodness. Yep, that's what he's.
well. At least there isn't any Flyers fans in here. Somehow there's a Flyers fan in here.
Anyway. Once again, might be staring at ISO. Goldie, nothing on the yellow. Peter now just within 2 cards. See if he can keep going.
This is perfect for Peter to try to make the run. Only will play up.
Still has it.
Still has it. Goalie with the 1 card here. Oh, wow.
Another blue. This is absurd.
And Peter still has it.
Oh, she was open for a KC Classic. Oh no. Calculated risk, and now back to yellow, and she doesn't have that either. 2 color. It did not pay off. You're correct.
Calculated
Oh,
risk.
Peter again. It goes to green.
Goes from blue to yellow to green.
God, the lights are flashing so fast. +4 from Goldie. Was that top deck?
That cannot have been top deck. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, we'll answer that when the game's done. Jesus Christ. Peter, an eye for an eye. You cannot be serious right now.
You cannot
be serious.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You gotta be kidding me.
What is happening?
Good grief. 1000% says beer on having fun here.
Oh my God.
Good God almighty.
Jesus. What just happened here?
I don't know. Does somebody want to...
Peter taking a pause after all that insanity. Meanwhile, we're about to hit 17 minutes again. And 10 and 11 seems to be the play. Peter, nothing.
All the wilds and wild plus wars are gone.
Goldie has something though. Tie game again. Peter
top deck.
Top deck 4.
Come on. This goalie do something here. Triple play.
Oh my goodness. This is absurd.
My goodness.
I'm just happy I finally get a game that's fun.
Oh yeah, you've been having terrible streams with Gangsta.
The streams have been awful lately, man. The prospects have been horrible.
Man, I'm enjoying this well. I'm all technical. Oh boy, what is it?
No, it's what's in the deck. It's what's in the deck, not what's in your hand.
That would be kind of a bit weird if we were also throwing in the cards that were in hand.
Yeah, it's the cards remaining in the deck. Yeah, in the draw pile. That's correct.
Anyway, we're getting close to reshuffling here, unless we can complete this one.
Do we get more crazy?
Basically, we're out of basically power cards here. What does Goldie do here?
Goldie taking a beat.
Might need to.
Patience, yeah, absolutely. It's all tactical. Nobody's rushing you. We're just talking.
The check. Goldie!
Oh my, what? What? Hello? Hello?
We're keeping it going.
I
had my doubts that my matchup with Aria wasn't streamed in round 1, and I feel like this is making up for it.
Jesus.
Good grief.
Peter, trust me, we were losing it up here in the booth.
I thought I had it. I really thought I had it so early on because I was down to low cards, and I ended up having like 4 cards at the end, and it was one of each color. I had that like 3 different times this game. Is there a yellow 5? No, I did not have a yellow 5.
Goldie, what was your last card at that point? There's a thing
early in the game where I'd gotten down to like 2 or 3 cards, and Goldie made it yellow, and then I kept it yellow with another +4 back, and it was just like, okay, I was honestly trying to throw him off.
So did you have the yellow 5
Goldie had
at
a great read. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Did you say the yellow 5 when you were Uno on the 4, or what did you have at the yellow 4 back there?
Oh gosh, so far up, I don't even remember.
I know, it's such a long game. And again, we go back to that eye for an eye kind of thing, since Goldie's like, maybe I work better when there's less cards in the deck.
And but Goldie had a great read throughout all that, because I had been avoiding the blues all game, pesky blues, and then I had one, because I got like 10 cards dumped on me at one point. And it was all greens, all yellows, and 1 blue. And that blue almost worked out, and then I ran out of cards again.
Insane
what
sequence.
A great game that was awesome.
This was absurd. Like the +4, the +4 back, and then the wilds. And we were just losing our minds up there. Like, yeah, pin it. Pin that. That's a moment. Oh my goodness. And what was going through your mind through that sequence, Peter? Because I feel like that was just like we were just dying over here. Like, just what just happened there?
So it was the wild +4 to red and the red. I saw Goldie was down to 3. It's like, okay, I have 2 reds. I had basically had a really good number efficiency if I could get it to yellow, because I had red 4, red 7, green 4, yellow 7. So there's a lot of avenues there. And I had the +4. I saw 3 cards. Okay, I better +4. Put it to wild. Then I can go 7, 7, 4, 4. And then, nope, immediately switch back to red. And it's just like, oh, can't do much with that. And then I'm like, well, feel like, I don't know. I saw there was a yellow +2 floating in the deck. I figured there might be something. Now that I actually look at the history that I did right before that, there really was nothing left.
Right.
I'm just like, I don't really know. I'm gonna draw, and then I got a blue skip, and I'm like, oh my god, it's over. Because I'm like, yeah, I could bait them and have them skip to a different color, but like at that point, I knew it was done.
Goodness. That's a win indeed, Goldie. God. Alright, I just don't even know. Like, this has been a spectacular start to the tournament. Like, well, start to the first full day of the tournament, obviously. And I just,
Yes.
oh god.
This has been incredible, and we're not even done yet. There's still a
3:30,
possibility.
3:30. You
There's
guys
still
are
a
fine.
possibility. There's still a
Hey, we don't have
possibility.
to rush. We'll push it if we have to. We got time.
My goal is to be done in the next half hour, so
Oh, well, that works then.
I got IndyCar on, so we'll see what happens.
I got you. All right.
We'll see. We still got a possibility of 2 more games.
We'll kick it into gear then. Game 6, Peter. Then how many will it be?
Oh, you
It'll
want
be
gear?
7, 10, 14 is what you can't do.
You want high gear, don't you? You want a full send. But
Do we want a full send? I think so.
I think so.
Let's make it even more crazy. Yes, sir. Send it.
Is he gonna send it?
He is
We're
sending
it.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna send. Oh boy, here we go. We're sending it. We're sending it.
Let's go. Here we go. Monkey 3 to start. Yeah, I bet I would be too, Goldie. I totally agree. Yeah, Nam, well, it might. We'll see how this game goes.
With how crazy this game is, we don't know.
Here we go. Yeah, it depends on how this goes. We'll put a message out. And Clay and Zach are about to get going over in Diablo region, over in the Bow Pod.
Yeah, that's the non-stream game for the day.
The one and only.
Triple play by Peter. My goodness. Oh boy, here we go again. Draw City. Here we go again.
Oh man.
Draw City. All right, so we go over now the red.
Red, and there's
Triple.
Goldie with a triple.
This time giving Peter some cards. My goodness.
Ping pong paddle, literally. The ping pong paddle's crazy.
I don't think y'all got normal size ones. I think y'all got ping pong paddles the size of tennis rackets.
What a rally we have back and forth here. Oh wait, Goldie misses it.
Peter gonna try to make a run. But over the blue. Up one this time. Up one this time again. 0, 1, and 2.
0, 1, 2. Do I hear 3? Do I hear 3? Oh no, man. Boo.
And we go up to 8.
They.
Over to yellow. Peter might have something here.
Playing Zach about to start. Watch Party 2. Anyone interested? But we are all intensely watching this one here. As we are coming down the stretch, there's a triple from Peter to Blue, +6 over to Goldie. She's behind by 4.
My goodness. Double play there by Peter. Triple play by Goldie.
Oh my god. The eye for an eye continues. What is going on? Yeah. And honest to God, yeah, back to Blue again. And honest to God, I don't think whoever loses this one, I just don't think you can hang your head too low. Obviously, Peter was up 3-1, but it's been neck and neck every game, and it's just come down to the wire. Here
we got
Peter, the yellow.
Yellow
There's the
wire,
llama. The llama
is
in the
wild.
building. Goldie's got it. So does Peter. Here we go. 3-card lead for Peter Onjack, looking to win it in 6. Goldie still playing with it. How far can Peter go with this yellow?
He could try to make a run here to the finish.
Oh,
is that
Peter
it?
Onjack. He looks for it and looks for the win.
He's looking for it. He's gonna get it.
Double +4 for the win. Unreal. What a series.
What a matchup.
And there's the gift. That's it. 4-2 Peter Onjack. And Peter, what a series it was between the two of you. How good does it feel to get that first win on the board in had a competitive loss, and now you got an ultra competitive win. Thoughts on the win there?
That is the best series I've played of Uno in a very long time. All props to Goldie. That was so much fun. I mean, we both had really good hands in most of these games. This hand especially I had. I mean, what did I have off the bat? I mean, off the full send, I had 2 reverses, 2 skips, a +2 and a +4. Got another +4, a regular wild, another +2 in there.
My goodness.
Wow.
But that's why I could double +4 at the end. I didn't need to use them, thankfully. Just man, that was so much fun. All around.
Fun. It was fun.
Even game 2
Absolutely.
and game 5. I mean, just excellent play from Goldie. They deserve to be in D1 clearly because that was awesome.
Absolutely, yes. And obviously looking ahead for you as well, you're the first March champ. You're gonna take on the third March champ. You kind of alluded to it earlier about Nick, but now it's locked in. So thoughts on playing him? It should be a very fun series between the two of you coming up in the Tire 32.
I'm happy with my personal play. There were some goals I had set out that I try and set out every tournament. A lot of times I don't meet them because I get, I'm not seeing red's not the right term, but I guess it's more like target fixation. Let's just say, where,
right.
oh, I got these cards. This is how I win. And then I can't do anything with it. I was able this game to just take a step back, work out some things, have multiple strategies the whole times, and it really benefited.
All right. So it will be Nick and Peter. And Goldie, obviously, I was just saying this. You were listening, obviously. Can't hang your head too low about that one. Very close series,
Absolutely
very
not.
competitive. No. And not too worried about a win under my belt, which more than some people can say. Yeah, absolutely. How do you take what you've learned? Obviously, still a rookie. How do you take what you learned in this one against Peter, and take it forward for you to T3 coming up in about probably a month or so, give or take? You take a look at that is not the bracket. Let's put the bracket up. There it is. One thing I got a lot practice with in the series is the ISO strategy. I think Peter and I both used it well, but I had more misses with it than Peter did. I would love to know and exactly use it next time. Well, definitely something to work on. Definitely something learned. And Ard, what a series. What a start to the day. And your final thoughts on this one.
Classic sort of matchup here. Didn't go the whole way, didn't go to 7, but you gotta give respect to both players, really, how they were pulling off just crazy strategies. This is a good way to start off the first full day of tournament number 2.
Automotive April, yes. Yes, Auto April is in full swing. And we'll have their quotes coming in a little later, but we have to move on here as we're going to have our next game coming up shortly. So go full screen on the bracket, and it is going to be Nick and Peter. Our first set, Tire 32 matchup. Nick, of course, on Bye Island, being the top overall seed. And, of course, you have Vapor Camaro tomorrow, and then Tuesday night we'll have Tago and Gold. So at the end of the day, Tuesday, we will have this top half of this Mustang region set. So, let's see here. And we are going to, once I have this fixed up, we will have the schedule here as we are looking forward to game number 2 of the day on stream at the very least. We have Clay and Zach going on right now. Let me have a look at that. That will start, has started, and Clay is up 1-0. So head over to Bopod for that. We are going to be back on in the same region here in about 30 minutes or so as we see the 6-11 between Nam and Jenna. Just trying to turn things over. And there we go. So here is your schedule. So we'll have Nam and Jenna coming up in just about half an hour or so, and then we will we'll have a night doubleheader, 7 o'clock, Sanford Hockey, 9 o'clock, Myth and ALP. But that is going to do it for us. For Sean Ard, great co-commentary, great to be with you as always, and of course thanks to Cesar for reffing, and thank you to our great players Goldie and Peter for putting on a great show for us to start off the stream coverage of Automotive April. And of course, congrats to Peter Onjack getting win number 1 on the year and looking for more against. And it'll be March champ on March champ, 23 champ Peter, 25 champ Nick coming up in the Tire 32. We're gonna see you in about 30 minutes for more coverage. The first of 3 straight 6-11 matchups between Nam and Jenna, starting us off at 3:30. So. But for now, for all of us here at Emory Uno, we will see you in a little bit. Thank you all for joining us for this exciting first game on stream of the tournament.
This has been a presentation of Emory Uno Division 1.